All right, guys, we're out here today so we can talk about a design from John Browning that never really seemed to take off in the US the same way that the 1911 did. Of course, that's going to be the Browning High Power. For those of you not quite up to speed, we'll do a quick recap. Not a total history, but a recap. So first, the 1911 comes out, and it becomes wildly popular here in the U.S. It's adopted by military, law enforcement, civilians. It is a favorite pistol for all of the organized crime that was happening at the time. It's just wildly popular. Fast forward 20-some years, and Browning releases the Browning High Power, and I don't know, people are reluctant to adopt that over the 1911. The rest of the world, though, decides that it's going to go ahead and use that high power, military and law enforcement everywhere. Over the course of the last nearly 100 years, that gun has been copied, cloned, and remade by numerous companies worldwide. As it stands right now, if you're anywhere outside of North America and you need to get a gun, chances are it's probably going to end up being a Browning High Power or clone thereof. So now that we're up to speed, I'm Mike, this is 360 Tactical Solutions, and this is the Springfield SA-35, and that is, of course, a clone of the Browning High Power. Today's video is just going to be kind of a little bit of an intro. I'm going to take this thing out. We're going to put some rounds through it, see how it performs. I'm going to do more of a deep dive later on. Today, we're just getting out and breaking her in. Okay, so SA-35. I brought 500 rounds out here with me today. I've got probably 100 rounds left. It's a loose pack box there in the van. So far, so good as far as performance of the gun. It runs well. It's pretty damn accurate. There are some downsides. First off, the grip. I'm not a big fan of the grip. It doesn't feel as ergonomic as a 1911. Maybe I'm a little partial there. I don't know. I think there's going to be a learning curve for people who already have experience with other platforms trying to shoot this gun. For instance, while I'm gripping, I'm trying to get my thumbs in my normal shooter's grip, and there were multiple times there where my thumb would activate the slide lock, so it would fire, the slide would come back, and then lock, even though I basically had a full mag. That, of course, is a me thing. I guess I just have to get used to the grip. The other thing about the grip is I tend to ride a fairly high grip. You know, I've been shooting polymer striker-fired guns for a long time, and so while shooting this SA-35, and like I said, like 400 rounds through it, it has really done a number on the webbing of my hand. Let's see if we can get that in focus right there. Now, I'm not complaining, really. It's an irritant. If I were to come out here and put 1,000 rounds downrange in this gun, which I realize most people aren't going to do, but if I were to do that, that'd be a bloody mess, I'm sure. I would like to see a little bit more of an extended beaver tail on this thing, and these corners really are sharp. Anybody else that's out there that has an SA-35, chime in. Let me know what you think of the side corners of this beaver tail. Maybe it's just this one. I don't know. Let me know what yours is like. This is something where I hate to do it, but it may need to be filed or sanded down in those corners and then refinished. It just seems like fucking bees. Jesus. God. I'm trying to work here. Look, it just seems like the people at Springfield maybe should have seen that coming. I'm a big fan of a more extended and pronounced beaver tail than what this gun has. And so, of course, I would like that, but I also think that would do away with quite a bit of the digging into the hand. Oh well, it is what it is. Perhaps some different grip panels may help with that. I don't really know. This is my first time taking it out to the range, so it's not like I've, been out here and put 5,000 rounds through the gun. Now, the design, the Browning high power design is iconic. It is a classic. And I like the fact that you do have double stack magazines for this. Of course, if you live in a communist state like I do here in Washington, you can only get 10 round mags for this, but I do have a couple of 15 round mags here that may or may not have dropped out of the sky before the ban. That's a whole different story. Look, it's a good gun. It's a lot of fun to shoot. It has a lot of potential. Luckily, there are some companies out there that are making some performance parts, some aftermarket parts for this gun to kind of bring it to a more elevated or updated state. So I think we're going to look at some upgrades for this thing, and we'll come back and hopefully we'll get it up to the 2,000 round mark and really kind of see how I'm feeling about it at that point. Is it a replacement for the 1911? I don't know. That's going to be a conversation for a different video, I think. I don't think that it's fair to really make that comparison at this point, only having, put 400 rounds through this one right now. I can say this much, though. Springfield Armory has done a pretty good job with this design. I think it's got a lot of positives to it, even though I think it needs a little bit of smoothing around the edges. I think it's a great gun so far. And I look forward to putting more rounds through it and coming back and letting you guys know what I think of it overall once we get a higher round count and a few upgrades on it. That's going to be it for today, guys. I will be back really soon with some more information about the SA-35. I do have another 100 rounds with me. I just may as well use them while I'm here. No need in, bringing ammo home. I'm going to polish this off. I'm going to get out of here and get home. You guys take it easy out there. Stay safe, and I'll see you back here real soon.